Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Imprint Impressions RC. I'm your host, Dan, and today we have an unboxing for you, but it's not parts, it's not tools, it is a new vehicle. And this is not a trail truck, this is actually my fiance's vehicle, and this vehicle is made for all of you speed freaks out there that like to go to parks and baseball fields and do 30 miles an hour and faster. That is not me. I like to hike. I like slower speeds, but that's okay. Everybody has their little RC niche that they belong into, and yeah, we're all kind of like one big family, even though we all drive different vehicles, or fly, or if it's a boat. Don't mind any mess you may see on the floor. I'm still currently cleaning up the workshop and getting everything organized, but let's get started, shall we? Today I have for you on the workbench the Arrma 1/10 scale Senton 4x2 short course truck. It is a ready to run version. Comes with a 7-cell nickel battery. It seems a lot of the RTR vehicles all come with nickel batteries. I guess that's to keep the cost low. It's the Spectrum smart battery system. Comes with a smart charger. It's this little charger here. I don't know, it could be bigger than that. It says it's smart LiPo ready. It's a universal USB, whatever that means. Okay, so this is a 4x2. You can convert it to a 4x4 in apparently 3 simple steps. It's called the traction boost set, and that it's a transmission upgrade set to turn it into a 4x4, and that is part number ARA 210003. What do we got? We got a Spectrum SLT 2-in-1 40 amp waterproof ESC and receiver. I do not like that. Now my fiance has already opened this thing and she's already looked at it. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm not a huge fan of Spectrum Electronics, but probably gonna. She wants to make this 4x4 and she wants to make this brushless, so I'm gonna get her a separate receiver and transmitter, a separate brushless ESC and brushless motor. I'll probably take this and use it on my custom build I'm going to do with a Halo toy Warthog vehicle and turn it into a trail truck. You'll get to see that at a later date. It's got oil-filled shocks with silicone O-rings. It's definitely a nice addition for ready to run. A metal gear differential. Now, see, I had an Arrma Fury some years back, and it had plastic gears. So having metal differential gears is kind of nice. We also have adjustable ride height, which is basically just a matter of sticking these little clips in between the top of the shock and the spring. Just increases the spring stiffness, and once you increase the stiffness, it pushes down and increases the ride height. It has 5-spoke black plastic wheels with vented D-Boots Fortress tires. Now, they used the D-Boots tires on the Fury, and if these are anything like those, well, this is a great vehicle to drift with on blacktop because it wasn't the softest rubber in the world and it drifted really easy. Adjustable body mounts, that's always nice. In case you want to put bigger tires on, you can raise the body up. 12-turn brushed 550 motor. And they actually put the motor like inside the tray. The old Fury used to have the motor in the back inside of a plastic housing. They would overheat constantly. It has extended height dirt defenders, which like these plastic pieces that kind of look like the fender wells of a trail truck to protect the electronics. Let's flip it over and see what else they put on the box. These boxes can tell you a lot about the rig. Steel inputs with brushless ready steel gears. That's nice. That's very nice. Slipper pad and sliding gear mesh. The electronics module, the servo, everything comes out as one big unit. It's helpful. The power module, which is the motor and spur gear, seemingly comes out as one big unit. And the differential remover front and rear also seems to come out as one big unit. Apparently it's a new modular design, which is really nice, because if my Fury didn't have that, it was rough. It was very rough. But I tell you what, let's get this thing open. Now that we're done looking at all the goodies that they've printed on the outside, and let's get an up-close view of it, shall we? Now again, my fiance, like I said before, my fiance's already opened it. She's already seen it. I bought this at my local hobby store in northern Kentucky for $199. These normally retail for like $230 something after tax, so it was a good deal. It's bright green and black with lots of stickers. Arrma does like to do that. These body pins are nice. They got pull tabs, and so the pull tabs are actually connected to the body with these little rubber strings. So that's nice. You don't lose the body pins. Man, I wish I had that on my SCX 10.3. That'd be awesome. So, tell you what, let's take it out of the box before I take the body off. I'm getting ahead of myself, getting too excited. That's probably controller. Let's set this down the workbench and move the box. It's a cool looking body. Regular Lexan. Oh, that's cool. Don't just bash, blast. Alright, let's take a look at the guts of this thing, shall we? Oh, I don't like that. That just bottomed straight out, and I'm barely putting pressure on that. So yeah, I'm going to take the little clips and put them on the shocks above the springs to stiffen these springs up tighter and raise it up a little bit. And then I'll also probably put some slightly thicker shock oil in here. I'll probably also tear it apart. And once I get the front diff for the four-wheel drive system, I'll take both diffs and I'll put a little grease inside of them. Not tons like I do in the trail trucks, but a little bit of grease to lubricate them, waterproof them. More waterproof than regular diff oil. So we have the 12-turn Arrma motor. We have this little 3300 milliamp 7-cell nickel battery. Yeah, I'm not a fan. This looks to be an IC3 connector. I personally use XT60s. I just like them better. The 3-in-1 receiver, or 2-in-1 ESC and receiver that will be coming out and going to my little project. There's like a honeycomb pattern inside this frame, and a honeycomb that runs all the way down the center. That adds some nice rigidity, and this entire chassis is a lot thicker than the Arrma Fury that I used to have. A lot thicker. Here's these little walls here. Keep mud and debris and stuff off the electronics. The lower A-arms are super thick compared to what they used to be. The drive shafts are thicker. Even the tie rods are thicker. Upper links are just solid thick on ball mounts. The shocks even have you see this, the shocks even have little spring guards on them. It's cool. To guard the actual shock shaft and spring. That's nice. Yeah, that's just, I don't like that suspension. I don't know. I may even change out shocks in it, since my fiance wants to go brushless with this. So I may change the shocks out, since she's going to be trying to drive. Since she's going to be trying to drive this thing at 60 miles an hour, I may change tires out too to something a little more robust. These tires actually feel stickier than the old one, the old D-Boots tires. These feel a lot stickier, so maybe these will be better on blacktop than the old ones that just slid around everywhere. I don't know. We'll have to find out when she takes a test drive. But overall, man, I really like this. Whole bottom is just solid plastic skid plate. That's really nice. An old Arrma Fury, your battery, there was a little door down here that opened. That was where your battery fit, and it did not like LiPo batteries at all. And I like that it's just a solid pan. They basically did what Traxxas did with the Slash, and everything just sits down inside here, which is always nice. Definitely an improvement. Yeah, man, this is some tough stuff. I don't know. We'll see how much abuse it takes once my fiance puts it through its paces. And Spectrum servos, we'll see how long that lasts. Supposedly it's waterproof. I don't know. I'm sure my fiance will find out. But yeah, it's a nice rig. It's a very nice rig. I definitely like, for the price and the fact that it's an RTR. I definitely like. Let's move the truck to the side here a little bit, and let's see what's in box number 2. Oh, okay. So we have the transmitter, just your basic little, it's a Spectrum SLT2 transmitter. It's all solid plastic except for the foam on the wheel. Nothing fascinating about it. Power button, steering rate, steering adjustment left, right. It also has a throttle limiter on it. It's a plus for beginners. It can do 50%, 75%, 100% throttle. Interesting. It's very lightweight. There's no rubber grips on it or anything. Takes AA batteries. And we get a Get Started book. And it comes in a bunch of different languages. And this is probably all safety instructions, how not to run it into somebody's ankle, and how to put on the body, controller, connect it, power it on, the basic stuff that most people already know. Unless you're just getting into the hobby. If you are just getting into the hobby, I highly suggest you read one of these books. And we got a little box here. I'm going to guess this is probably the charger, maybe. We have some kind of business card here. Oh, look at that. Senton. Oh, it's got QR codes, one for support and one for upgrades. That's kind of nice. Yep, charger. USB cord, USB-C, and the little charger. It does not come with a brick or wall plug for this. So, yeah. Interesting. So this will do lipos, because it does have the balance port here, but I don't really like that. I guess I kind of have a preference for standard size chargers. I mean, I guess it would come in handy, if you're traveling somewhere and all you got's USB plugs. But okay. Well, these are the spacers that fit into the top of the shocks to tighten up the spring load. They give you the binding plug, a couple cheap Allen wrenches, and I have no idea what this tool is. There's instructions. Yep, there's instructions. Let's see what the other instructions are. Technical pack. Oh, okay. Folds open. Oh, exploded view of all your parts of the vehicle and all your part numbers all the way down to screws. What we got here. How to set the slipper. Oh, that's what that tool's for. So this is the tool you use, apparently, to set your slipper clutch. And then it says going toward the front of the truck is tighter. Going toward the rear of the truck is looser. Going looser gets it hotter. Going tighter tightens up your gear mesh. It's a tighter grip between the spur and pinion, and you can wind up shedding the spur gear because it's just plastic. The factory default setting is 12.5 millimeters. Everything's in metric. What do we got here? How to change the pinion and motor, or motor. It says you'll need a 2.5 millimeter and a 1.5 millimeter. And basically gives you step-by-step instructions on how to take it all apart, and it also gives you, and put it back together. And also gives you picture instructions on what your pinion and spur gear mesh should look like. There's all different ways people have figured that out. I kind of eyeball mine because I've been doing this long enough. I know where it needs to be, but it's kind of small. And that's everything ready to take it out and ready to run it. I would imagine that being a nickel battery, you'd probably only get 15 minutes out of that at full throttle, to be honest with you. Like I said, the fiance wants to do the 4-wheel drive upgrade to it, and she also wants to do brushless. I'll probably do a 3-cell lipo for this, for brushless. Yeah, she should be hitting somewhere between probably 50-60 miles an hour after the brushless upgrade. So let's just pray she doesn't slam it into a concrete curb, or even worse yet, somebody's ankle. But yeah, not bad for $199, ready to run. And like I said, it does retail for like $230 something after tax, but my local hobby shop had it on sale, so it's always a plus. Definitely cheaper than a Traxxas Slash ready to run, but to be honest with you, looking at all the parts on it, built about the same. Well, that's my unboxing of this new truck. And if you've liked my videos, please hit the like and subscribe buttons, and also don't forget to ping the bell button so you can get notifications about any new videos I have that pop up. Thank you guys for joining me today on Imprint Impressions RC, and I will catch y'all later.